Hello everyone, welcome to my CAD/CAM channel. Today, you learn additional to the FreeCAD sketching. Also, you learn about the application of FreeCAD tools like Additive Loft, Additive Cylinder, Groove, and Polar Pattern. This is the exercise for today that we need to convert this 2D drawing into 3D solid part. As you know, there are several ways or steps to create this 3D solid part. Here you find the steps and the tools that I used to convert this 2D drawing into 3D solid part. There are different ways to start the FreeCAD workspace. Click this button to start the FreeCAD workspace and to create the parametric solid part. As you see, the body is inserted automatically. In step 1, we create all cylindrical parts with the help of Additive Cylinder tool. Activate the Additive Cylinder tool. Select the XZ plane. Now set the parameters such as radius 45 mm and length 5 mm. Changing the direction of the cylinder. Click OK to confirm. The next cylinder has a radius of 39 mm and length of 46 mm. Select the face of the existing cylinder. That is the start position of the new cylinder. The procedure of creating the other cylinders is the same as the previous cylinder. In step 2, we add the spur gear on the cylinder. Select the front face and activate the Sketch tool. Activate the View Section tool and extract again the reference edge. Trim unnecessary edges. The sketch is full constrained, then close the sketch. Select the Extrude option up to face and then select the face. Now, apply the Polar Pattern tool to create the other gears. Set the y-axis as the rotation axis and the occurrences or number of gears 13. In step 3, we remove material from the created part. Select the YZ plane. Activate the View Section tool and extract the reference edges. Create a circle with a diameter of 20 millimeters. Position the circle tangential to the reference edges. Assign the dimension. Select the sketch and activate the Groove tool. Select the Y-axis as rotation axis. In Step 4, we create the helical gear. To create the helical gear, we need 3 sections or sketches. We create the first sketch with the given dimensions. We create the second and the third sketches by translating, rotating, and scaling of the first sketch. Select the front face and activate the Sketch tool. Hold Ctrl and select the endpoints of the line and the Symmetry axis and then the Symmetry tool. Assign the dimensions. Now, we create the curves. Constrain the endpoints of the curves to the circle. The distance between the endpoints is 40 millimeters. Create construction line as a symmetry line. Now, we create the other curves with the help of the Polar Transform tool. Select the curves and activate the Polar Transform tool. The number of copies are 5. Select the center of the rotation point and the construction line and then rotate the curve 300 degrees. Constrain the endpoints of the curves and the circle. trim, or remove unnecessary curves. If the sketch is not closed, it is not possible to create the solid part. The sketch is closed. Now we start to create and position the other sketches. Copy and paste the first sketch 2 times. Unselect all and select Sketch 002. Now, move the sketches to the body. Hide the first and the last sketches and then modify the second sketch. Change the angle to 15 degrees and the position to 45 millimeters. Now, we change the scale of the second sketch. Select all and activate the Scale Transform tool. Select the center point and the end point of the construction line and then put the value of 0.75. The second sketch is modified. Now, hide the second sketch and unhide the third sketch. Change the angle to 30 degrees and the position to 95 millimeters. Now, we change the scale to 0.5 or to 50%. All three sketches are ready to create a solid part. Now, we will check if the sketches are closed and if it is possible to create a solid part. Select the first sketch and activate the Additive Loft tool. Activate the Add Section option and select the sketches one after the other. Means the second or the third sketch or both sketches are not closed. Now, we will check each of them with the Validate Sketch tool. Now, we will check Sketch 2. The sketch at this point is not closed. Double-click to modify the sketch. Constrain these 2 points and then reposition the other moved points to the first position. The problem with the sketch is now solved. Now we check if it is possible to create a solid part with the first and the second sketches. The second sketch is okay. We close the third sketch in similar way. All 3 sketches are closed. Now, we try again to create the solid part. That is for today. Please follow the other videos to learn more about FreeCAD. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you for watching.